Hey all, welcome back to another Mini-Sode, where today we'll be continuing the adventures of the Dark Knight on the Big Green with Batman Dark Tomorrow. The story of Dark Tomorrow is your standard Batman fare. A gang war has broken out in Gotham City between Black Mask and Scarface, and Batman is called on the scene to put an end to it.
What's wrong?
We've reports of a massive shootout in Gazette Square. The reports also say that the gunmen are wearing elaborate masks,
Black Mask and his gang of false facers.
and that they're fighting against a lunatic holding a wooden dummy.
Scarface and the ventriloquist. Another turf war.
I'm afraid it's worse than that. Somehow these clowns got a hold of some pretty high-tech...
However, this is a ruse in order for Commissioner Gordon to be kidnapped and taken to Arkham Asylum. Batman must then go and save Gordon from some of the Rogue Gallery's most deadliest, unaware that an older, more dangerous foe has something diabolical in store. The story isn't by all means bad, it's actually pretty good for a Batman game, but it also seems tame in a way. See, the story was written by former DC writer Scott Peterson, known for some of the Batman Gotham Adventures issues, and Kenji Terada, scenario writer for the first 3 games in the Final Fantasy series, so you'd think this would feel a bit more epic. Instead, it's just average. Then again, Peterson did write the story for Superman Timos.
Everything seems to be under control now, but we haven't been able to contact Arkham Asylum. No one can get in or out.
That information's need to know only.
I'll find the commissioner.
The gameplay is that of a stealth-based action type where you must get to the end of each section taking out goons and the occasional boss here and there, all while completing objectives. You have an array of iconic gadgets at your disposal, like batarangs, bat grapple, smoke bombs, and more. Plus, you have your good old fists and feet to knock out bad guys so you can cuff them. Enemies don't die here. They must be handcuffed in order to subdue them, otherwise they'll just get right back up. Now, having said that, I can get right down to it. This game is a broken mess. First, this game is touted as having stealth elements, like sneaking and looking around corners, and it does. The problem is Batman moves like a lit firecracker was shoved down his pants and he's trying to run to a source of water to defuse it, making stealth not only difficult, but pointless. This floaty movement of his also doesn't help when trying to jump across gaps either, as most of the time after finally getting used to the horrible swinging controls with the bat rope, you'll more than likely nudge yourself off when landing. Combat is just as bad, as your melee attacks seem to be as strong as throwing paper clips at enemies. Meanwhile, simple goons can knock you down to near death with the greatest of ease. This becomes even more apparent when you're surrounded by a group of goons, and when you try to cuff any of them, you're swarmed by others and the unconscious ones are already up and at 'em. Granted, if you die, and you will, a lot, there are plenty of checkpoints, plus you can save at any time. You also get to choose your loadout of gadgets based on if you want a more offensive, defensive, or stealthier gameplay. But since stealth and defense are thrown out the window, you'll just keep the offensive layout, making this all completely pointless. However, the most dangerous enemy you will face in Dark Tomorrow is Bad Control's most hideous partner, a terrible camera. It changes angles on you so much that making time jumps and evading enemies becomes much tougher than it should be. Plus, you have no control over it whatsoever, save for using night vision goggles and throwing batarangs, and even then, it's very limited. Visually, Dark Tomorrow isn't too bad. The characters are designed quite nicely, looking more like the comics than any show or film inspirations, and the stages aren't too bad with a variety of unique locations, from the streets of Gotham, the docks, and Arkham Asylum, to name a few. If there's one thing that this game got right though, it's the audio. The music is a fantastic score performed by the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, which makes it even more sad that it's in a terrible game. As for voice acting, no one from the shows or movies appear here, but the cast does a great job, with props to the actor playing Batman, as he damn near sounds like Kevin Conroy.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I want information. Who supplied you with the weaponry?
A friend.
Give me a name.
He'll kill me.
And I'll do worse than that.
No, not worse than him.
I really wanted to like Dark Tomorrow, Being a big Batman fan, I'm always excited at the prospect of a game that truly immerses you in the experience of being the Dark Knight. Back when this game came out, I thought I was going to get that chance, but just like replaying it today, I was incredibly disappointed. Dark Tomorrow had so much potential to be a great Batman game, but it just fell flat on its face. While the presentation and story are pretty good, the broken gameplay and awful controls totally destroy any fun you can have with it. Just go play the Arkham trilogy instead, you'll have a better time. Now there's one Batman game left on the big green, a game adaptation of the Caped Crusaders 2005 big screen return, but we'll save that for another time. For now, this is the Dolly Popka. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
This ends now.
Batman!
Where did you get the weapons?
You don't scare me, Bat. You don't scare me.